Welcome back to Inside Elegance, the channel where timeless interiors meet refined imagination. Today we're diving into the rich and atmospheric world of old money Victorian Noël charm, exploring how to bring luxurious Christmas spirit into your home with thoughtful historical detail. If you love sophisticated decor inspiration, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Your engagement helps this community flourish with every new upload. Now settle in with a warm drink, because we're stepping into a world of candlelit enchantment, velvet textures, and the subtle magic of Victorian-era Christmas elegance. A proper Victorian Noël begins with a palette that feels both nostalgic and aristocratic. Deep burgundies, forest greens, and touches of antique gold. These tones instantly evoke the warmth and splendor associated with old money interiors. To make these colors come alive, consider layering them in textiles, velvet throws, embroidered cushions, and richly patterned tapestries. This depth of color creates an inviting and immersive holiday atmosphere. And don't forget subtle accents of ivory or pearl, which bring balance and highlight the regal richness of the darker hues. Victorian Christmas charm is incomplete without the soft glow of candlelight illuminating every corner. It introduces a romantic warmth reminiscent of evenings spent in sprawling drawing rooms. Opt for brass or silver candle holders to add a touch of heritage luxury, and let the flicker of flames reflect off polished metals and cut glass. This interplay of light enhances the depth of your decor. Cluster several candles of varying heights on mantels and sideboards to create a layered, atmospheric effect that feels authentically period-inspired. The Victorian era prized opulence in texture, and nothing embodies that better than velvet. Incorporating velvet drapes or upholstery instantly elevates the mood of your holiday interior. Brocade patterns, whether in pillows or table linens, introduce an additional dimension of refinement. Their intricate motifs echo the craftsmanship of the era. Together, these fabrics establish an environment that feels richly lived in, elegant without ever appearing ostentatious. Garlands in Victorian homes were lush, fragrant, and full-bodied. Incorporate fresh evergreen branches for authenticity, mixed with eucalyptus or bay for added texture. To elevate them further, tuck in velvet ribbons, vintage-style ornaments, and dried orange slices, giving your garlands both color and nostalgic charm. Drape these garlands over doorways, staircases, and mantels to frame your home with festive grandeur. Victorian Christmas trees were symbols of wealth and creativity, adorned with handcrafted treasures and natural elements. Think glass baubles, gilded ornaments, and delicate paper crafts. Consider adding beaded garlands, lace trims, and clip-on candles, battery-operated for modern safety, to capture the old-world glow. Complete the look with a velvet tree skirt, grounding the entire display in luxurious elegance. Victorian decor thrives on the charm of objects with history. Incorporate heirloom pieces like tarnished silver bells, porcelain angels, or hand-painted baubles. If you don't have family heirlooms, antique shops and estate sales are perfect places to find ornaments that align with the era's distinctive craftsmanship. Each ornament adds a story, weaving layers of meaning into your holiday ambience. A Victorian mantelpiece is a theatrical stage for holiday decor. Layer greenery, candles, and ornate picture frames to create an arrangement filled with personality. Add a focal point, perhaps a gilded mirror or a vintage portrait, to draw the eye upward and create visual harmony. Finish with delicate touches like tassels, dried florals, or small brass figurines to complete the old money aesthetic. Wallpapers featuring damask patterns or Victorian florals act as the backdrop to your holiday transformation. Their ornate designs set the perfect tone for a luxurious Noël. Even if your home doesn't have wallpaper, you can emulate the look using framed fabric panels to introduce richness and historical charm. These patterns enhance the intimacy of the space and help tie your Christmas decor into a cohesive theme. Victorian dining was a lavish affair, and your holiday tablescape should reflect that. Begin with a lace or brocade tablecloth as the foundation. Add polished silverware, fine china, and crystal glassware for that authentic old money feel. Their gleam enhances the soft glow of candlelight. Complete your setting with fresh greenery, dried fruits, and brass accents to create layered beauty from every angle. Victorian Christmas celebrations were filled with treats like spiced cakes, sugared plums, and candied citrus. Display these sweets on tiered trays and ornate platters. The visual abundance of confections becomes part of the decor, adding color, texture, and historical detail to the space. Place your dessert spread on a sideboard or dining table to create a welcoming and delicious holiday vignette. A well-curated parlor evokes warmth and sophistication. Arrange tufted armchairs around a polished coffee table with a stack of leather-bound books. Layer the room with embroidered cushions and fringe throws in deep, luxurious colors. These touches bring a lived-in authenticity. Add a soft classical Christmas playlist to introduce auditory elegance to the visual atmosphere. Victorian homes often featured stately portraits and landscape paintings. Adding replicas or framed prints can dramatically elevate your Noël decor. Hang your artwork above the mantel or create a gallery wall to build visual depth and historical resonance. For an added touch of charm, adorn select frames with small velvet bows or sprigs of greenery. A wreath is more than a holiday decoration. It's a greeting of elegance. Victorian wreaths were densely packed with evergreens, berries, and dried botanicals. Incorporate touches of velvet ribbon, gilded pine cones, or antique brooches to bring old money sophistication. Hang your wreath on front doors or interior walls to extend the Christmas atmosphere throughout your home. The fireplace was the heart of Victorian winter gatherings. Style your hearth with brass fire tools, stacked wood, and an ornate screen. Add textures like sheepskin rugs or tufted footstools to enhance comfort, inviting guests to linger around the fire. A subtle pine or clove-scented fragrance can add another layer of sensory richness to the hearthside experience. Gift wrapping becomes an art form when inspired by the Victorian era. Think rich wrapping papers, lace ribbons, and wax seals. Adding small sprigs of cedar or dried flowers elevates each gift, transforming it into a decorative piece in its own right. Arrange wrapped gifts beneath the tree or on an antique bench to integrate them seamlessly into your home's Noel narrative. Victorians adored miniature displays, tiny villages, paper theaters, and glass-domed vignettes. These little worlds bring whimsy and craftsmanship to your decor. Create your own by combining vintage figurines, faux snow, and delicate lighting within glass cloches or display cases. Place them on bookshelves or entry tables where guests can admire their detail up close. Victorian florals extend beyond poinsettias. Think amaryllis, roses, and holly arranged in brass or porcelain vessels. Combine dried blooms with fresh greenery to create arrangements that feel both romantic and timeless. Set floral displays on side tables, mantelpieces, or atop grand pianos to reinforce the luxurious holiday aesthetic. Scents played a meaningful role in Victorian celebrations. Aromas of pine, orange, clove, and cinnamon evoke both nostalgia and winter warmth. Use oil diffusers, simmer pots, or subtly scented candles to distribute these notes throughout your home. fragrance completes the sensory experience, transforming your space from simply decorated to truly immersive. Not every holiday display needs grandeur. Small intimate corners create balance. Add a single candle, antique book, and sprig of greenery to form a quiet moment of charm. These corners act as visual pauses, giving the eye space to appreciate the room's larger decorative gestures. Curating small spaces also infuses your home with authenticity, reflecting the Victorian love for layered personal detail. Thank you for joining us on this journey into old money Victorian Noël charm. I hope these ideas help you craft a luxurious and historically inspired holiday atmosphere in your own home. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to subscribe, like, and leave a comment sharing your favorite detail or idea. Your support truly means the world. From Inside Elegance, wishing you a warm, beautiful, and enchantingly refined Christmas season.